Okay. So this is our first topic. Okay. This is our first. Okay. No students, no problem. It's I forgot actually. Sorry, I actually forgot to start the recording. Okay, but that's not an issue for us. Okay, we got the points what I tried to say. So this is our first topic. This is our first topic, that is distribution of charges on connecting two charge capacitors. Okay, so let us start it. Now, students, leave everything aside. Okay, I will explain this topic just for few minutes. Okay, so be concentrated on this topic what I am teaching you, because I am going to explain you this topic in the best sense and the best way as I can. Okay, I don't think so. You will get such a kind of focus anywhere else, because okay, in the YouTube video also there are random things. Here I will explain one time and you will get understand. Everyone will get understand this thing. Okay, okay, students. Okay, students. Someone have mic. Please unmute your mic. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Who is the student? Okay, that's great. So let me start. Let me use red color or black maybe. Let me use this blue color. Okay. See students, suppose I take see this thing, this thing, this thing is basically, this sign is basically a capacitor. Okay. In circuit theory, electronic circuit theory, we represent capacitor as like this. Okay, capacitor like this, that is two parallel lines which are having the same length, okay, and perpendicular but parallel, having the same length. Okay, but students, don't get confused with battery. Okay, battery is something else. Battery is like this, that both the lines are perpendicular, no doubt, but the length of the lines are, one line is big and other line is short. So the big one represents positive terminal and the small one represents negative terminal. So it stands for, this sign, this symbol stands for battery. Okay, so sometimes you may get confused, may do not get confused. This is capacitor and this is battery. Okay, see, the point of confusion is this. What is the point of confusion? The point of confusion is this, that sometime in exams what happens is that the person gives battery like this. The examiner may give battery like this, but he or she doesn't shows terminals, that is positive negative, and the capacitor is also provided, and the capacitor is also provided like this, that is like this, side by side. So you have to watch carefully. The lines are same, it's easy observation. If the lines are same, it is capacitor. Okay, it is capacitor. If the lines are kind of different, 100% sure it is battery. Okay, so don't confuse in the symbols. Okay, now back to the point. Back to the point. The thing is that, see, this is capacitor. Okay, it is having capacitance C1. C1 is basically the capacitance of capacitor. This this capacitor. Suppose I'm marking this capacitor as say one capacitor. Capacitor one. Okay, so capacitance of capacitor 1. Okay, first capacitor. V1 is basically the potential difference across the plates of capacitor. Okay, since there are charge difference, so there will be a potential difference across the capacitor plate. Okay, so V1 is basically the potential difference, potential difference across plates of capacitor, potential difference across plates of capacitor. Okay, students. Okay, this is okay, sir. Okay, no problem. Now, what is happening is that, see, the wires are connected. These are the terminals of it. That is, one plate is connected with this wire, having a terminal A, and another plate is, which is negative plate, basically of the capacitor, parallel plate capacitor, is connected with this B wire. Okay, so this is one set of capacitor having all these terms I've explained you. That is, C1 is the capacitance and V1 is the potential difference. Okay, so this is one thing. So the now next thing is that, if the capacitor plate is having, suppose I'm writing here, if a capacitor plate is having C1 capacitance and potential difference V1, so according to you, what must be the charge of this, charge on this capacitor? Say one sided charge, I mean, I say the magnitude. What must be the charge on this capacitor? Q1. What must be the charge on this capacitor? Someone has texted me. No, that's fine. That is a representation. But what it must be? Use the formula I have given you in the, in the previous three sessions. We are studying this thing only. No, Use the formula. What must be the charge on this capacitance? Q1, what must be equal? Q1 must be equal to what? Answer me in the chat box. Some students, it's a flood of students. C1. Acha, Nishita is saying Q1. Ankita is saying C1 V1. Yeah, great, Ankita. C1 V1 is the answer. Kiran is also saying C1 V1. Yeah, great. Yuvesh is also saying CV. Okay, so you must write subscript C1 V1. Okay, because it represents first capacitance of first capacitor, potential difference of first capacitor. Okay, Satyam is also saying CV. Write subscript C1 V1. Okay, Yuvesh. Okay, sir. Okay, so that's great, students. We are participating in the session. So C1, I appreciate all the students, even those who are listening. Okay, it's good. Some may don't, maybe having the net speed low, so they don't participate a lot. Okay, that's not an issue. So this C1 V1, let me write it properly. So C1 V1 is basically the charge on this first capacitor. Okay, charge on this first capacitor. So what will be the charge? Charge will be basically Q1 is equals to C1 V1. Okay, so this is the charge. Let me highlight it. Okay, so we got the three parameters from this conclusion. We got three parameters. What are they? What are they basically? These are this. That is, this is first capacitor. It is having capacitance C1, potential difference across the plates V1, and the charge is basically equals to C1 V1. Okay, okay, students. So this is first set. Similarly, we will make for, someone has texted me. There must be required charge source in the circuit. Nahi. See, what's the thing is that Yuvesh is asking, sir, there must be, or saying there must be required charge source in the circuits. It's not like that. See, brother, what happens is that the capacitor is first charged through some source. Okay, then it is placed in this kind of configuration. Okay, capacitor is first charged initially through some source. Okay, provided the potential difference across its plates, then it is placed in this configuration. Okay, I hope it's clear. So same, students, we will make for, let me, okay, so same, students, will make for this second capacitor. Okay, let me erase this thing from here. From here, I've erased this thing, and let me highlight this point here. See, it's an easy topic, but just a focus of few minutes. Okay, okay. So I'm using pen, black pen. Okay, let us use a red pen here. Maroon, it's okay. So now for capacitor C2. Now for capacitor C2. Okay. So let me see for capacitor C2. What's the scene for capacitor C2? So for capacitor C2, the thing is this. That is, suppose it's given that capacitance is C2 has given capacitance C2. C2 is a capacitance of capacitor C2. C2 V2, yeah. So already Kiran has answered C2 V2 will be the charge on capacitance C2. Yuvesh has answered C2 V2. Satyam has answered C2 V2. So that's Sneha also answered C2 V2. So that's great. Rashmi also answered C2 V2. Okay. So all the students, I think they know that the answer is C2 V2. So I'm writing it fast. Okay. Capacitance. I'm writing fast, very fast. Capacitance of second capacitor. Okay. Potential difference V2 is the, okay. It's good that you students catch it in a fast manner. Okay, you grasp the things fastly. It's good. Potential difference for second capacitor. Okay, and charge will be equals to, as you students know it. You already grasp the point. That is C2 V2. Okay, that is C2 V2. Let me highlight this point also. C2 V2. Okay, so we get, so what the conclusion we can draw from here? The conclusion which I can draw from here is this. That is basically I got two sets. Okay, I mean like this, if I can conclude like this. Okay, and here also if I can say, that is maybe like this. Okay, so these are two parts, two terminals, different capacitors. Okay, two different capacitors. So this is first capacitor having C1 V1 Q1 charge. I mean, this is C2 V2 Q2 charge. Okay, so now focus on this figure. Now students, focus on this figure. Individually, Uvesh is asking individually we calculate, but more capacity for different potential than same technique for charge calculation. That I will tell you. Okay, that I will tell you. That is only the that is only the purpose of today's session. Okay, how capacitor works. Okay, I will explain you. I will explain you. Okay, but focus here. Okay, but focus here. I've already explained this thing how capacitor works. I told you that there is a it is given a battery has been installed in the circuit, and the capacitor generates a charge in it. Charge is filled in it, so there is a charge storage, energy storage. So it holds the energy, and whenever it want, it expels the energy. So that's the way of working, no? So you must focus on the previous session, no? Okay, so now thing is that focus here, students. Okay, so what I did it is that I connected both the circuits. That is, this circuit number one with having the capacitor first capacitor, and circuit number two which is having the capacitor second capacitor having capacitance C2. So connecting both the I connected both the circuits. First one is at upside having terminal A and B. You can see it on the screen. This is the terminals A and B. Okay, terminal A and terminal B. You can say AB capacitor. This is at the down CD capacitor. Okay, and we got all the points. That is C1 is the capacitance of first capacitor, AB capacitor. Q1 as a charges magnitude we know C1 V1, and potential difference is V1. Okay, and here Q2 V2 Q2 is the charges magnitude we know C2 V2, and capacitance is C2. Potential difference we know is V2 V2. Okay, let me mark with different color. It will be V2. Okay, now what's the thing is this? What we need to study here? Now what do we need to study here? Okay, the thing is that when this both the capacitors, that is AB capacitor or first capacitor having C1 V1 Q1, and the second capacitor having if it is CD capacitor having C2 V2 and charge Q2, when they're connected together, okay, having the same polarities like this, because this is plus and the plus side is connected with this is plus side. Okay, and this plus side will be connected with this plus side. Okay, and this is negative plate of first capacitor will be connected with the negative plate of negative terminal of second capacitor. Okay, when in this manner, that is similar charges are being connected, similar polarities are being connected for both the like in this manner. Okay, similar, they are connected with similar polarities, these both capacitors. Then initially there are charges, there will be charges. First is having Q1, second is having Q2. There will be no any charge flow. Okay, but with time what will happen is that charge will flow from higher potential to lower potential. What will happen is that with time initially there will be no charge difference, there will be no charge flow, but with time, as time spends, there will be charge flow. Why? The reason of charge flow is that because there is potential difference, either V1 is greater than V2 or either V2 is greater than V1. Okay, I think some student is having query, one student is having query. Q1 plus Q2. Okay, okay, that's fine. So what going to happen is that Yuvesh is saying something, those as he knows some points before, so that's good. I appreciate this thing. If you study before the class, it's good for you. Otherwise, I'm there. Okay, no issues. So what I'm saying is that initially there will be no change. There will be charge Q1, Q2. Everything is fine. C1, V1, C2, V2. But with time, what's going to happen is that due to potential difference, there will be charge flow from higher potential to lower potential. If V1 is higher potential, charge will flow from upside to downside. If V2 is higher potential, the charge will flow from downside to upside. Okay, like this. So let us go to the next slide. I hope to understand these points what I'm trying to say. So did you understand up to this slide? The slides, have you covered all the points? Whatever the points I've told you, are you able to grasp it? Just text me yes or no. Just text me yes or no, because I've explained through in a complete manner. Ananya, yes sir. Satyam, yes sir. And okay, Tejasvi, yes sir. Okay, that's good. So Praneeth is asking, student is text says that, how get to know that charge is plus or minus? See, it will be given in the question. Charge plus and minus will be shown in the question. Okay, but in battery sometimes it may be not shown, but we have to perceive through bigger line positive terminal, shorter line negative terminal. But in capacitor it's given already. Okay, so fast I'm moving towards next. Okay, fast I'm moving towards next. So now here you can see in this figure. Okay, this one is now q1 dash, and this one is say minus q1 dash. Okay, and this is q2 dash, new charges, fresh charges, and this is minus q2 dash in the second capacitor. Okay, capacitance will be same. Remember students, I told you capacitance q is equals to cv. Okay, This capacitance always remains constant. Is a constant factor because I told you Q increases with V. In the first explanation of isolated conductor, I told you no, as you give charge more, potential will increase. So to remove this proportionality sign, we introduce this constant. So basically what happens is that this C remains always constant. So C is equals to Q by V, okay? So we can change only two factors. What are the factors which we can change? Either we can change Q or either we can change V. But it this Q or V must be changed in such a manner that C always must remain constant. That C must always remain constant. Suppose if C is say having 10 10 as a number because it's a constant say C is 10, suppose say 10 farad, okay, then what's going to happen is that either either it will be like this, either it will be like this 20 charge will be 20 coulomb, voltage will be 2, either it will be like this, charge will be say 40 and it will be like say 4 volts, okay. So you can vary Q and V, but constant C must be always constant. You can't change the C, okay. There will be no increment in the C, only Q and variation will be only in the Q and V, okay. So Yuvesh is saying yes sir, so that's great. So this is the point you must always keep in mind. It's important. Okay? Ki C will be always constant. Okay. Okay. Back to the point. If I come back to the point, I told you that if potential difference V1 is greater than V2, charge will flow from AB capacitor or first capacitor to downward. That is towards the second capacitor or CD capacitor. Okay. And if V2 is greater than V1, that is at the down CD capacitor to the second capacitor, potential difference across the plates is higher than the potential difference of first capacitor, say AB capacitor, then what's going to happen is that charge will flow from this downward direction to upward direction. Okay. So that is from CD second capacitor to AB first capacitor. Okay. Satyam is saying that, sir, we can say Q1 V1 is equals to Q2 V2. Uh, let's see what is it. Okay. So keep all your doubts with yourself and just observe the article. Then afterwards you can send the doubts, okay? Or you can send it. I have no issue, but it will be better. So this is the condition, okay? With the change in potential difference, there will be charge flow, okay? So I told you initially there were charges, but no charge flow. Then with time, charge will flow, and at a certain final condition, what will happen is that at a certain final condition, there will be this. There will be this condition. Final condition will be this. What going to happen is that there will be stable charges. So capacitor C due to charge flow, due to charge flow, due to the potential difference, there will be charge flow, and due to charge flow, the charge will start flowing. Then there will be stable condition, and the capacitor plates will again attain a stable charges. Okay, that is new charges Q1 dash, one first plate plus Q1 dash is having, second plate is having minus Q1 dash. It's already written. Okay, means second plate of the first capacitor. So first plate of the second capacitor is having Q2 dash charge, positive plate, and the negative plate is having Q2 dash charge. Okay, minus Q2 dash. So what we're going to analyze is that what are the values? What we need to find now? We need to find this thing, that what is the value of Q1 dash, that is the charge. I'm taking just one value because I need magnitude only. Rest I can put negative sign. Okay. What is the magnitude of charge on the capacitor plate of capacitor C1, that is having capacitance C1, that is first capacitor. Okay. Or you can say AB. Okay. Or and also this is a thing which I need to find, charge. Okay. And also I need to find Q2 dash, that is the charge on the second capacitor. Okay. Charge on the second capacitor plate, C2 having capacitance C2, potential difference. Now what about the potential difference? Since the potential difference initially the potential difference was different, high and low, so the charges will flow from high potential difference to high potential to low potential. And finally I told you with time there will be condition when the charges will again stabilize on the plates of the capacitor. So these stabilized charges are say Q1 dash and Q2 dash, and we need to find now Q1 dash and Q2 dash. But at finally one thing will be common. What the thing which will be common is potential will be common. So finally they will attain a common potential, that is this complete system, sorry, this complete system this complete system will attain a final potential, a common potential. We say it as a common potential, that is V. Now there will be no more potential differences like V1 V2. The potential difference will get balanced. Okay, it's like that. Charge will from higher potential to lower potential, and with flow there will be stable charges. And when the stable charge condition will occur, the potential difference will be same throughout the system. Okay, same throughout the wires. Okay, across the capacitor plates, both the capacitor plates will having the same potential difference. And let us assume that common potential is V. And now you will be asking how it will happen. See, it is because of charge flow. Due to potential difference, there is charge flow. With charge flow, there will be changes in potential because capacitors must remain constant for both the capacitors. I told you in the first article, this one here. Okay, I told you here. So due to that, there will be charge flow, potential difference will get vary. Okay, then there will be common potential and the charge will stabilize. Okay, this is a mechanism. This is mechanism. Also mathematically, you can treat it because capacitors must remain for both the capacitors same. No, so there will be such a potential variation. So okay, I will explain the diagram once again. But for those students, we can move further. Okay, I can explain it. Let me explain it again only. Okay, listen one thing. Some student is saying to explain it again. So let me explain it. Let me use different here, different color. Yeah, eraser. One student is saying to explain it again. Let me remove इसको. Let me explain this thing again. Okay. So the thing is that, listen, I told you that initially there were charges Q1, C1, and V1 potential difference, and the other capacitor was having Q2, C2, V2 potential difference. When I connected it, so what's going to happen is there will be charge flow, and there will reach to a common potential. This complete system will be at common potential, that is V. That is across this capacitor there will be a common potential V potential difference, and here also there will be common potential difference, that is V. Okay, but what will change? Capacitance will remain constant, C2 will remain constant, and there will be common potential difference. Okay, V1, V2 will get erased. There will be a common potential V across both the plates, but charges will get vary. Okay, so charges will get vary, and there will be Q1 new fresh charges, that is Q1 dash on the capacitor plate 1, and net fresh Q2 dash charge on the capacitor plate C2. Okay, so common potential will arise, and there will be like this condition. So now we need to derive Q1 dash. What will be the charge fresh now? New fresh Q1 dash appearing on the plate of capacitor first AB plate, and new fresh Q2 dash charge. Okay. So for that I'm doing derivation. So the derivation is this. Listen. So see, by conservation, see, you can write this thing in your notes. Okay, it will be better for you. By conservation of charge. By conservation of charge. I'm writing it in a neat manner. By conservation of charge. I told you initially what was the condition. Initial condition was this, that is having Q1 charge. See at the left, bottom left, Q1 charge. And now see at the right left, right bottom, Q2 dash charge, Q2 charge. Initial, sorry, not Q2 dash, Q initial conditions, that in both the capacitors. Q1 was C1 V1, Q2 was C2 V2. Okay. So in what were the initial charges? Q initial was, for first capacitor it was Q1, and Q initial for second capacitor was Q2. Okay. And what are the final condition? Final condition is this. This is the final condition where the charges are Q1 dash and Q2 dash. Charges are Q1 dash and Q2 dash. Okay. So final condition is this, Q1 dash and Q2 dash. And what we need to find out, students, what we need to find out, we need to find out this, that is Q1 dash and Q2 dash. Okay. So let's start finding it out. See, I told you Q1 and Q2 will be equals to C1 V1 plus C2 V2. Okay, this will be equals to, and what will be the Q? Can anybody tell what will be Q1 dash and Q2 dash equals to? Q1 dash and Q2 dash equals to. Just text me in the text box, or you can just unmute your mic and can answer in the class. Does anybody know that what will be Q1 dash and Q2 dash? Yeah, it's students are participating. They know everything. Satyam is saying net. No, not like this. Capacitance is still C1, C2 in the final condition. Potential is common. Capacitance is still different for both the capacitors, C1, C2, but the potential is common and charge vary. Okay, sure. One is saying VC1. Okay, Ananya has said one part correctly. Okay, one part correctly. Ananya said one part correctly. Yuvesh is saying no, not like that. Potential is same. Satyam is saying C1V and C2V. Yeah, that's the correct answer. So I congratulate, appreciate Satyam for this thing. So it will be basically equals to what it will be equals to C1. I told you capacitor will not change. Capacitance will not change. Capacitance is always constant. Potential is common. So C1 V will be the charge according to the formula. Q is equals to CV. This is formula. Okay. So if I want Q1 dash will be equals to capacitance of first. Potential is common. Okay, that's fine. Now for this, it will be equals to C2 V. Okay, it will be equals to C2 V. Yeah, that's great. So what I will do is that I will take this factor, that is V factor, which is common in both outside. Okay. So if I'm doing the calculation, it will come out to be C1 plus C2 V. Okay. This will be equals to C1 V1 plus C2 V2. So I'm substituting it in the denominator. So potential, common potential will come out to be C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. So this is the common potential. Now by using this common potential, we will find the charges Q1 dash and Q2 dash. That is the final conditions of charges, which are stable charges, which are appearing on both the plates of the capacitors when they are connected together. Okay. So this is the potential difference. Now I'm going to find the charges Q1 and Q2. Okay. So are you ready for finding the Q1 and Q2 dash? Just text me yes or no fast. Don't be less energetic. Okay. We must maintain the energy throughout the lecture. We must maintain, because in the test you will perform bad. I tell you, I'm 100% sure that in the test, your test will be going to be, it's like good. So you will feel good after attending the tests. Okay, you will feel good after attending the tests. So participate. So are you ready for the next? I mean, we got the common potential. Now we need to find Q1 dash and Q2 dash. Okay. You can also text, if someone knows how to find it, you can also text me that also. So Sakshi is saying yes, Kiran is saying yes, Tejasvi is saying yes, and Mamta is saying yes, Likita is saying yes. Okay. So one student is having question that why C1V? The reason of C1V is this. See, one student is having query that, sir, you wrote like this, Q1 dash is equals to C1V. Why it is? See, I told you in the beginning of the lecture that is common formula of finding the capacitance is like this. Q is equals to CV. That if charge is given, capacitance you need to find, potential difference is given, then you can use this formula. Here also, what is the condition? Condition is this. Q1 dash is charge, capacitance is C1, and potential difference is given as common potential, that is V. So for this, I use this formula. I hope it's clear to you. Okay. Yeah. Somebody just unmute her or his mic. Do you want to say something or ask something? Do you want to ask something? Okay, so that's okay. No issue. You see, don't be nervous. Don't panic. Okay, relax. Be relaxed. Anybody can unmute his or her mic and can ask in the class. Okay, it's a class. It's for your upliftment only. Okay, so don't hesitate to ask. I appreciate those students who unmute your mic and ask, or I appreciate those students also who text me in this chat box. Okay, and send emojis. So I appreciate all those students, by the way. So no doubt, Satyam is saying no doubt. Summation CNV and summation CN. No, no, you not this. So don't think about this thing. I will study more of the chats after, but let me first solve this. Okay. See, one student asked again that, sir, why Q1 is equals to C1 V1. See, it's easy. No, see, listen. I told you general formula CV. Initial conditions were Q1 charge was there. So the if C capacitance is C1 initially, also capacitance will not change, and potential difference initially was V1. So I applied this upper formula to get the initial charge Q1 is equals to C1 V1. It's easy. Okay. So let's move on the next condition. That is what we need to find now, Q1 dash and Q2 dash. Okay. So I'm finding it. So let me solve it. Okay, we get the common potential, that is V is equals to C1 V1 upon C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. This is basically the common potential. Okay, this is common potential. And I need to find now basically Q1 dash. So remember one thing. Here also again I will use that formula only. Which formula? I know that if Q is equals to CV, I know this thing. Okay. If I'm having the capacitance, okay, I'm if having the capacitance, I'm having the potential difference, okay, then I can multiply this by multiply both the things and I can get the charge. So similarly the case, you know this thing, that here you can see it, that is in first capacitor. In this first capacitor we need to find q1 dash. Okay, capacitance is c1, and finally the condition is reach as such that potential difference is v across the system. So here the potential difference across this is v. Okay, and that potential difference we know, we have derived this thing. So I will use this both the things to find the q1 dash charge. Similarly we will be using for q2 dash also. Okay, so q1 dash will be basically equals to capacitor, capacitors of this capacitor having the q1 dash charge, which is basically constant always initially and finally, it is equals to c1. And the potential difference will be used, this upper potential difference, that is the common potential difference throughout the system, v. So the answer will come out to be q1 dash is equals to c1 into c1 v1 c2 v2 upon c1 plus c2. So this is basically the charge on final charge on final charge on this capacitor C1. Okay, capacitor of capacitance C1. Clear, sir? So that's great. You see, you can use it in a compact manner also. Compact form is also there. That is, we know that C1 V1 we derived it. It was Q1. Okay, you need not to expel it again. Means that you need not to open no, put in equal to sign. I told you that Q1 was equal to C1 V1. We initially deassembled it kind of, no. So it's like that. Put here Q2 only. Okay. Again, so we will write it again. This equation as Q1 dash is equals to basically C1 into Q1 plus Q2. This is in the form of Q1 and Q2, okay, upon C1 plus C2. So this is more short form, okay. So this is a kind of more short form for you students. So Q1 dash is equals to, this is short form. So remember short form, and you, if you know, you we know that Q1 is equals to C1 and C2. So you can again, use this, put this equals to C1 and C2, and you can get a longer form also in exams, okay, if it's required. But for, I tell you, for your convenience, just remember this C1 and C2. At least for here, just remember this C1 plus small form, that is Q1 upon Q2 and C1 plus C2, like this, okay. So let me highlight this completely, somewhat complete. Yeah, that's okay. So this is Q1 dash charge. Yeah, that's good. Yuvesh has texted something about how Q1 dash is fine, so that's good. See, it's not total capacitance. You can't say total capacitance. I haven't now see, students, I haven't not yet introduced about when capacitors are put in series, how to write capacitance, and when they are put in parallel, how to miss resistance. See, you have studied in electric current maybe that when resistance were put in series, or in lower classes also you might have studied in ninth and maybe 11th. Sorry, your this is 12th. So when resistance is put in series, we say that its net resistance, equivalent resistance is R1 plus R2 plus R3 Rn. And if they are put in parallel, we say that equivalent resistance is 1 upon R is equals to 1 upon R1 plus R2 and R3. Here also one student have texted me that since they are in kind of, you know, what we say that parallel kind of thing, okay, like that. So he told me like, you can do like this. Don't don't think on that thing like loud, because see, it behaves like somewhat series also. For series, the rule is different. In resistance series was like this, R1 plus R2, 1 upon R, it was R1 plus R2. Here the rule is different. In series, the capacitance is basically in the circuit 1 upon C is equals to 1 upon C1 plus C2. So you need not to, I request you, no need to take tension on this thing. I will explain this theory in the upcoming sessions maybe, okay? But for meanwhile, don't think on that, okay? We will not, we are not going to think on this thing. Circuit theory is different topic. So for now, this C1 and C2 factor is not total capacitance. You can't say now. For now, you can't say this thing. It is basically due to we have taken V value common through that. That is why in the bracket C1 and C2 remain. So it's just a mathematical approach. Okay. Okay. Ananya Singh clear, sir. Mamta is saying it's in 10th. Okay. Okay. C1, C2. What we call this? Nothing to call this. It's just a mathematical. You need to write C1 plus C2. Why are you thinking it? Okay. If you're such a eager for this thing, just remember one thing, that Satyam has raised a hand maybe. Okay, sir. Okay, Yuvesh is clear. That's fine. See, if you are so much serious, you can write it like this. I don't want to tell, but some students are saying me so. See, if you are saying that capacitors are parallel, then you can write like this. If capacitors say are parallel, then you can write like this, that their capacitors will be C net will be C1 plus C2, and it behaves like a total capacitance. Then you can write this thing, okay? See, this line which I'm writing is only for those students who are having doubt about total capacitance. Although I will teach this topic in the next session, whenever I will think it must be taught to you, it must be taught to you. Then I will teach you this topic. But for now, it's just for those students who want to understand, who are eager for this total capacitance. As for other students, it's just a mathematical approach. So students have texted me clear, sir. Satyam is saying clear. Kiran is saying yes. Okay, so that's great. So students, we got this point. What is Q1 dash? Now we will find Q2 dash. It's easy. It's easy, students. Okay. What will be Q2 dash? What will be Q2 dash? Q2 dash will be simple. Capacitance of second capacitor C2, which is constant throughout the journey. That is initial condition and final condition, and common potential. Common potential we have derived as initial is in for the case of Q1 dash. We'll put the same thing, that is now I'm putting in a compacted form already. Okay, let me put C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. So this is Q2 dash. In the compacted form, I'm writing fast. It will be C2 Q1 plus Q2 upon C1 plus C2. So this is basically Q2 Q2 dash. Okay, this is basically equals to Q2 dash. That is a charge on the second plate. I mean second capacitor charge. Charge on the second capacitor. So this is a charge on the second capacitor. Okay. So there is just a difference of capacitance factor. Okay. You can see in both the things. In first one, there was in first one, let me put a laser point. See in difference in the formula is this one only. That in the second capacitor, when you find it Q2 dash, that is the charge on the plates of second capacitor. Finally, difference is in this factor only C2. For Q1 dash, it will be C1, and this common potential will be same. And for Q2 dash, it will be C2, and the common potential difference is same. Okay, so we can see this thing in the first formula also. You can see this thing in the first formula also. Basically, here you can see it. See here you can see this thing in this formula, that here C1 is only changed. C1 was, if C1 is changed to C2, and if this thing is same, that is V, then it will again be Q2 dash. Okay. So now we derived both the things, that is Q1 dash. Okay, Q1 dash, I'm writing the compact form, and Q2 dash, Q1 dash and Q2 dash. Okay, so this was our ultimate goal of today's theory topic. Okay, to derive this both the things. So I hope that I explained this thing thoroughly. I don't think so. No one spends a lot of time in such a topic. Okay, just he or she will write. Maybe it depends on the teacher's choice. If he or she wants to explain, he or she will explain it. Clear, sir. Satyam is saying clear. Sneha is also cleared. I think so. Yes, she's writing some formula. It's great. Kiran is saying clear. She is also the person is writing the formula. It's great. So just students text me yes or no. Are you ready for the next numerical? I'm going to. Yeah. Let's proceed to next topic. That's great. Kiran is happy, and Ananya, yes sir. Text me students fast yes or no. So I'm going to show you a numerical. Okay, I will raise a poll. It's based on a previous session, but somewhat in this session also. Rashmi Singh, yes sir. Likita Singh, yes sir. Mamta Singh, yes sir. Okay, that's great. That's great. Mamta Singh, yes sir. That's great. Sakshi Singh, yes sir. Tejasvi Singh, yes sir. That's great. It's good that students are participating. Okay, it's good that students are participating. Raghvendra is saying yes sir. That's great. So we all are energetic for the next topic. It's not just topic. Topics is being covered in this session. Whatever the topics I need to cover, theoretical, new, fresh theoretical topics, which I have already covered now in this session. That was this topic only. Now the thing is that I will raise a numerical. Okay. Then based on that, I'll see a theory topic. Maybe if it's required. Then at the end, we'll end the session with dielectrics fastly. See, dielectrics, I will not repeat it because due to time lag. Okay. I will do it fast. So focus on that. But first, let us go through a numerical. Okay, students. So all the students who send emojis, that's so good. It's appreciable for you people. So now, okay. See, students, observe this question. Carefully observe this question. It is saying that what what happens to energy stored for a system of capacitor when they are connected as a given below. See, I already told you, we have already learned that of how is energy to be found out, stored energy to be found out in a capacitor. I told you for parallel plate capacitor, the formula of energy stored was half CV square, the common formula. Okay, this is basically hint only for this numerical. Okay, for this question. So if this question, that is energy stored in the capacitor, is being applied for today's system, that is this system, say the initial condition maybe. Okay, suppose initially it was connected, charges were q1, charges were q2. Find the energy of the system, find the energy of the system, energy stored in this system of capacitors, energy stored in this system of capacitor, this system of capacitors. It will be like, say, initial energy. Finally, I told you the charges will be q1 dash and q2 dash. So finally find the energy of final system. Finally energy will be, you have to find out. I given you the formula. This formula will only be used. Okay. Actually, I'm telling you already 30 to 40% of the hint or the solution kind of. So this will be q1 and q2 dash. Using this, potential will be common. Initially the potential was this q1 c1 and v1 was the potential, q2 c2 and v2 was the factors. Finally it is just q1 dash c1 and v potential, q2 dash c2 and v potential. Finally using this, find the final energy and then compare both the energies. If they are same, energy will be, you have to discuss what will be the energy. If they're different, how it is increasing or decreasing, or whatever the answer is. So I'm launching a poll. This is a hint. This is a hint for all the students. So I'm going to launch a poll. Okay. So you have to answer. Did you understand this thing? What I'm trying to say? How to find the energy and just compare the energies and how to answer. I'm launching a poll for the answer. Okay. Some students have texted me something. Yeah, that's good. You wish. Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah. So I'm launching a poll. I've told you the hint that this is the way. First, find out initial system energy. Factors are Q1, C1, V1. Hint is half CV square. Finally, find out the final energy. Formula will be the same. So one student have texted with. Okay. Let's see. I'm launching a poll, and whatever the options, you have to answer that. Okay, students. So I've launched the poll. I've launched the poll, and relax. Be in a relaxed manner. Okay, be in a chill mood. Okay, be relax your mind, and I've given you all the hints required, more than enough. Okay, so I want all the students to answer, because this question may come, you know that, may come in the test, may I can alter it. I'm not saying that may come completely come, but I will alter these things. So those who attended the class, the students who have went, they've lost this thing. Okay, the students who have went, who left the class, have lost already the point. And students who are attending carefully, I mean, they will get the point and they will able to attend the test. If you're getting the good marks in test, then you are getting motivated for JE or NEET. Okay, but I'm not saying that I will give this question. It may come. Okay, maybe in like concept can come in MCQ and MSQ, but I'll not give the same question. I never give the same question. It may happen. It's like a, okay, some is saying B sir, some, okay, you text. I'm giving you 1 more minute. All the students must participate. Okay, at least you must get to, I told you, see, you can do all the mistakes just before the exam, before the G. See, the day will come when you will sit for, the day will come when you will sit for JE or NEET exam. So before that, do as much as mistakes you can do. Do as much as mistakes you can do before sitting to JE or NEET exam. Okay, before sitting to JE or NEET exam. So let us see. Soon I will end the poll. Okay, soon I will end the poll. Soon I will end the poll. Soon I will end the poll, students. Only 2 seconds remaining, 1 second is remaining, and it's boom. I'm ending the poll, students. Okay. Okay, students want to answer. They are increasing. Okay, I will give just 30 seconds more because students are answering yet now. I'm giving 30 seconds more. Please answer fast. Only 50% of students have just answered. Answer fast. Okay, it's 60%. All must participate because its names are not appearing. Don't tension. But at least you will get to know the, okay, where we are. I told you do mistakes as much as you can. Okay, I'm ending the poll. I've ended the poll. Okay, so let me share it. Let me share it. See, 59% of the students have answered B part, that is depends upon common potential difference. So I congratulate all the 59% students that they have answered perfectly. This is the correct answer. That is, it will depend upon potential difference. Okay. How they have answered this, I tell you, because they have answered because they have solved this. They have analyzed this. They have gone through the sessions. Okay. So I really congratulate them through my hearts. Okay. So now what about this question? So I'll give you this question as a homework. Okay. The students who answer, I told you already the answer. The answer it will depend upon potential. But how it will depend upon potential? For other students to understand this thing, they have to go and solve this question as per the hint I have given. That is this all thing Q1, C1, V1, hint, CV square, half CV square. So it depends upon potential. This is the answer. So when we will solve it, you will get the answer, okay, as a homework. And also I will give you a homework solution if required. Before coming in the next session, I will give it in the as a PDF in a WhatsApp group. Or maybe I may not give, I'll just discuss this again in the next session. Okay. Meanwhile, it's a homework problem for all those students who were not able to attend it, who were not able to give a correct answer. No need to worry. It's just a learning phase. It's just it's a time need process. It takes time to learn. Okay. So it's just a learning phase. Don't get demotivated. Relax. Be chill. Okay. We have time. We have time. Okay. But we will be in a persistence manner. We will work smart, I mean, smartly day by day. We will work hard. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Okay. So this, oh my god, my battery is running low. So this is the next question. Basically, this question I'm going to solve for you. Okay. This numerical I'm going to solve for you. Okay. So let me ask from you. Do you want to solve this numerical, or I must solve this numerical? What do you think? Do you want to solve this numerical because it's appearing on your screen that question is same as previous kind of. That is, the two capacitors are given and charges are given, potential are given. Initial condition is this: they will stick together. Finally, there will be a potential difference, charge difference. Finally, there will be some charges. So you need to find the, if they're connected as such. I've given you the article that is same polarity. You need to find the charges. So answer me: do you want to solve this question? Yes or no? If no, I will solve it. Sir, we will try. Just let me know what is same polarity. Okay, listen. I'm solving this question. So are you ready to? Uh, okay. So I need to solve. Okay. So, are you ready, miss, for this question to be solved? Okay, text me yes or no. Don't be low in energy. Okay, don't be low in energy. Don't be low in energy. Text me yes or no. Okay. We always see it's just a half an hour session, and just we will complete the session in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, then we'll be put in NPS. Ankita is saying yes. Yeah, it's great. It's great, Ankita. Okay. Harsh is saying yes. It's great. Kiran is saying yes. Mamta is saying yes. So that's great. So I like those students who really participate. Okay. So let me wait and let me drink some. Gauri is saying yes. Okay. Gauri is saying yes. So hold on. I have disappeared my video for a second. I have disappeared my video for a second. Okay. Just for a second. So Satyam is saying yes. Gauri is saying yes. Gaurav is saying yes. So that's great. Satyam and Gaurav, you're participating in the session, Gaurav. So that's great. So I'm back again. Okay, I'm back again. So one student was asking me to send the poll results, share the poll results again. So I'm sending it again for, okay, stop. Okay, stop. I've stopped the poll results. I forgot to stop the poll results. So What is saying? Somebody has texted me. Yes, to stop. Okay. Okay, I've ended the pause results. Harsh, I've ended the pause results. Thank you for texting me. So because I just forgot that how to and I just forgot there was it was appearing there. So I've ended the pause results now for a way. Okay, students. So let us solve this numerical. Okay. So let me take which color, which color, which color, which color, red color. Okay. So solution. So let us solve this. Oh, I haven't made good diagram. I haven't made good cartoon. So let me make a good one again. Erase. Make it good. Good cartoon I will make slowly like this, and like this. Okay. So let us solve it. See, what is given here is this capacitor, say AB capacitor. Okay. Capacitor first capacitor. Okay. It is having charge. What are the parameters? Charge is equals to Q1 is equals to 2 microfarad. Okay. Micro means 10 minus 6 raised to power minus 6 farad. Okay. Potential difference. Potential difference is basically given as, say, V1, which is here 20 volts. Okay. 20 volts or 20 V, whatever. And you need to write this again and again. 20, basically it is 20 V. Okay. Potential difference. And capacitance is, what about the capacitance? 2 microfarad is a capacitance, not a charge. Oh, I did a mistake. You must say no. 2 microfarad. Farad is a unit of capacitance. No, students. Those who were alert, maybe it must be clicked in their mind. Oh no, sir, what is the sir is writing? It's not charge, it's capacitance. So capacitance is this. Okay. And what about charge? I'm assuming the charge unit is Q1 initially. Okay. So let me say that charge be Q1. It will be equals to C1 V1 according to the formula. Okay. So these are the parameters of first. Now let us look for second capacitor. Say this is CD capacitor, second capacitor. Assume charge on it to be Q2. Okay. So Q2 will be equals to C2 V2, C2 V2. And then capacitance is given as, say, C2 is given as 3 microfarad. So 3 microfarad will be equals to 3 into 10 minus 6 farad. Voltage is given as, say, V2 is equals to 10 volt. Okay. So these are the parameters of capacitor first and capacitor 2. So everybody is clear with that, so that I can go for solving this question. Are you clear with the parameters I've written? Text me yes or no without any laziness. Text me yes or no. Okay, there must be, you must be energetic. Clear sir. Ananya is saying clear sir. That's great. Ananya. Ankita is saying yes. Satyam is saying yes. Great Ankita. Great Satyam. Kiran is saying like same to you. Shakshi is saying yes sir. Okay. Likita is saying yes sir. That's great. Gaurav is saying yes sir. That's great. Harshi is saying yes sir. That's great. Vedant is saying new one. I have just read this name new. Okay, Vedant. So that's great. You are participating, Vedant. Yes, sir. Meghna is saying yes, sir. That's great, Meghna. Gaurav is saying yes, sir. That's great. Mamta is saying yes, sir. That's great. No more students. Akshata is saying yes, sir. That's great. Sneha is saying yes, sir. That's great. Praneeth is saying yes, sir. That's great. Sneha, that's great. Praneeth. Okay. So I hope all the students got it. Sujit is saying yes, sir. Reshmi is saying yes, sir. That's great. And Lisha is saying yes, sir. That's great. Okay. So whatever. All the students are ready. I got it. So these are three parameters on the both of the side. Now, if I'm connecting both these capacitors, what's going to happen? So if I'm connecting both these capacitors having, say, this thing, let me erase this thing. This is not required here. Okay. So this was the case, 2 microfarad, 20 volts and this. Okay. Now if I'm connecting this both capacitors, what's going to happen is this. What's the time? I need to do it fast. Okay, I'm drawing it. Just hold on. This was capacitor first, say AB terminals were there. Okay, and this is basically capacitance second. Okay, having say CD terminal. Okay, capacitance first, I need to erase this thing. Capacitance first, capacitance second. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, somewhat tilted, but it will work. No problem. So this is having basically 220. Okay, 2 and 20. So this is C1 is having 2 microfarad capacitance. Okay, voltage is 20 volt plus minus. Okay, polarities are same. They are being connected in the same polarity. And about second capacitors, if we see, it is basically 3 and 10. Okay, so the parameters are 3 and 10. Maroon color I will use now. So it's C2 is 3 microfarad and it's 10 volt potential difference. Okay, initial conditions were this. Chat. Yeah, it's great. Satyam has already found the answer. Okay, let's see. I will match your answer afterwards. Okay, Satyam. So this is initial condition. Okay. So see, you can see that 20 volt, that is a V1. We can see here is that V1 is greater than V2. Okay. So the charges will flow like this. Okay. From V1 to from C1 to C2. Okay. So at some this will be initial condition. Although the charges will be same here, there will be no charge difference. But finally, what will be the scene is that finally the scene will be like this. What it will be, what it will be, the scene will be like this. That the potential will be common. The potential will be common. This is T0. This was T0 condition. I've erased this T0 condition. The T0 condition I've already suspended. So now what's going to happen is this. At time equals to some say T, the potential difference will be common V across both the plates. Capacitance will be always, capacitance I told you always remains constant for a body, for a capacitor, parallel plate capacitor, also for anything, isolated conductor or anything. Capacitance is a constant quantity. What's going to happen is finally charges will change. So it will, there will appear some say charges Q1 dash plus, and here Q1 dash negative, here Q2 dash plus, here Q2 dash negative. Okay, so we need to find this Q1 dash and Q2 dash. Okay, simply just apply the formula. What was the formula? Formula was this. We need not to drive it again and again in exams. Okay, that's why we use theory articles. Q1 dash is C, use the compact form. I told you compact form. This is compact form. Q1 dash is C1, Q1 plus Q2 upon C1 plus C2. Okay, so this I will use. That is Q1 dash will be equals to what it will be, C1 into Q1 plus Q2 upon C1 plus C2. Okay, and Q2 dash, which we need to find out also, is equals to C2 is equals to Q1 plus Q2 upon C1 plus C2. Just substitute the values and you will get the answer. We know that, initially Q1 is equals to C1 V1. So C1 is basically 2 microfarad. Okay, and the potential difference initially was equals to, see, this is C1 and V1. Substitute this thing here and you will get Q1. Similarly, you will substitute this thing here and you will get Q2, which we need basically in the formula, that is here Q1 and Q2, Q1 and Q2. So I'm substituting it. This is 20 volts initially. This is say 40 micro volts. Okay, Q1, sorry, 40 micro coulomb, sorry, it's charged, no. So you see, you must also always be alert about the units. Okay, you must always be alert about the units. In the exam, it may appear, unit difference may appear. Okay, so you have to correct the correct numerical value with units. Units you must also remember. So this is basically micro coulomb. Okay, Q1 charge, 40 micro coulomb. Similarly, we will find the Q2 charge. Q2 charge will be equals to C2 is given as 3 microfarad, voltage 10. So 3 microfarad, voltage 10 volts. So this will come out to be 30 microcoulomb. Okay, charge. So we got both the both these things, that is Q1 and Q2. Now we need to substitute this in the formula, that is here and here. Okay, similarly you will substitute both things here also, Q1 and Q2. Okay, so let us substitute it and get the answer fast. So I'm going to solve it very fast, supersonic speed. Okay, so I'm going to solve it with supersonic speed, that is this. So Q1 dash is equals to C1 was, in the previous session C1 was 2 microfarad. Okay, so 2 microfarad means 10 minus 6. Okay, into Q1 plus Q2. Q1 is equals to 40 microfarad, and Q2, sorry, for Q1 is equals to 40 microcoulomb, Q2 is equals to 30 microcoulomb, 40 plus 30. Okay, so 40 microcoulomb is 10 minus 6 again, plus 30 microcoulomb is 10 minus 6 again. Okay, upon will be C1 plus C2. So two capacitors are having 2 microfarad, 3 microfarad. Okay, so 3 plus 2, 5 microfarad, that is 10 minus 6. So one thing is common is, again and again it's appearing is this, that is 10 minus 6, 10 minus 6, 10 minus 6, 10 minus 6. So I will take it out. Okay, I will take it out. So in if I take it out this from this equation, it will come out to be like this. That is Q1 dash will be equals to 2 into 40 plus 30 upon 5. So this and this will cancel out if I'll take it out from here, but this will remain. So 110 minus 6 will remain. Okay. So the answer will come out to be, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 70 uh, upon 5 into 2. So this will come out to be, say, what do we say, that it's basically, so what was Satyam answer? Let me check it. I'll check this out. Okay. So this will come out to be for 28. 28 micro 10 minus 6, since again 10 minus 6 factor is remaining, it's 28 micro coulomb charge. So this will be 28 microcoulomb. So Q1 dash will come out to be 28 microcoulomb charge. Okay, and the other plate will be having minus Q1 dash, that is minus 28 microcoulomb. Okay, so this is for the case of capacitor of having capacitance C1. Okay, common potential, and the charges are this 28 plus microcoulomb and minus 28 microcoulomb. Okay, now some has texted me. Yeah, that's great. That's fine. We can convert it like 10 minus 6, 10 minus 5, no problem. Yes, Sakshi have answered correct answer, 28 microcoulomb. That's great. Satyam has also answered 10, 2 point into 10 minus 5. So it will convert it, it will be like that only. So okay, just match the answer. Now I'm going to solve with fastly. I'm going to solve Q2. Okay, Q2 dash will be same. C2 factor was basically, what was the C2 capacitance? 3 microfarad. Okay, so 3 micro 10 minus 6. Same is the case here. Voltage means Q1 plus Q2, 10 minus 6 plus 30 into 10 minus 6, and upon it will be sum of the both the C1 C2, that is 5 into 10 minus 6. Okay, so this factor will again cancel out. Okay, 1 10 minus 6 will get remain, 3 into 10 minus 6, and this will be equals to 70 upon 5. Okay, 70 upon 5 means basically 7 into 2, and this will come out to be basically 20. What will say, what it will come out, 42. Okay, this will come out to be microcoulomb. Okay, so we get both the answers. I think so. Some student have already texted me 28 and 42. Praneeth have answered 42, so that's great. Harsh also have tried. It's great. Yeah, that's good. Vedant, yeah, no. So this is the answer, 28 and 42. So what will be the final conditions? Final conditions will be like this. Final conditions will be like this. That is on both the plates. Okay, that is capacitor for capacitor having capacitance C1, common potential V, Q1 dash will be 28 microcoulomb, Q1 dash plus, and Q1 dash negative will be minus 28 microcoulomb. Okay, this is for capacitor first, final condition. Final conditions I'm talking about. And for second capacitor, it will be equals to Q2 dash positive, Q2 dash negative. It will be equals to 48 microfarad positive, 48 microcoulomb positive, and minus 48 microcoulomb negative. So units are really important. Okay, units are really important. So students, I'm going to end the session now soon. Okay. So before that, let me raise NPS and I will send you theory of some topics. Okay. I will send today's theory topic also before the next session. I'll not say that I'm going to send it soon, but I will send as much because I need to send for the next session. I will send you a lot of theory points, lot of theory topics. I may send that mathematical expression of energy stored in the electric field also in the PDF in the WhatsApp group. Also dielectrics theory I will send you. You have to read it. Then if the time will be left, I'll surely or I'm going to 100% explain you that thing in the next session. Otherwise, we will go as per the plan given to you in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So this is the answer. That is 28 and 28. That is the final condition which will be appearing will be like this. That is as I told you. Here it's like that. 28 microcoulomb minus 28 microcoulomb 42 microcoulomb minus 42 microcoulomb. Okay. So I appreciate those students who have given the right answer. Okay. So students, 42 and 48. It is 42 or not 48, sir. So I've written 42 only, no? Some student texting me that you written 48. Okay, I'm sorry. That's good. By mistake, maybe I've written this thing. Because some students see I'm seeing the chat box now. So answers are coming. And my answer I know that I solved it in front of you 42. Yeah, it is 42 only. So sometimes it's get mismatched. Okay. So I apologize for that. No problem. It's 42. It's good. So who was a student? Let me really appreciate the student. So Parneet told me. So that's good that Parneet, you are really concerned about that thing. Okay. So that's good. So it's 42. Okay. So in the next session, I'll be, you know, in the next, listen. So thank you so much. Okay. So I'm raising NPS. I hope that you enjoyed the lecture. Sir, can you please show the question was which question, Harsh? Harsh is asking some question. Okay, Harsh, don't worry. I will send the slides to you. I will send the solutions also, theories also, which I require for the next session to be studied by you students so that you must have complete notes, well-defined notes. You need not to write anything, just use your Android and you can scroll the notes. Okay. I will make a best notes as much as I can. Last question also I will send as a theory topic. Okay. Last question I will send the theory topics. Now I'm going to raise a poll. Okay. Harsh, no need to worry. I will send that question as a theory topic. Now I'm going to launch an NPS poll and I hope that you all have enjoyed today's lecture. Okay. I'm launching a poll. Harsh, you need not to worry. I'll send all your doubts and last question also I will send with solution, complete solution at the end of the means that for before starting to tomorrow's session. I will give you perfect time so that you can study all the things which I have sent you to the WhatsApp group before starting the next session. Okay. So you need not to worry. So all the students are participating. It's good. I really liked all the students that, I forgot the name, who are really participating in the session. Many students are there. So it's like that. Raghavinder is there. All the students are. Specifically, I don't know the name. So all are participating. It's good. All are participating. It's good. Some students are texting me now. Satyam is saying, sir, yes, sir, enjoyed the lecture. Thank you, sir. Yes, Satyam, that's good. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. Likita is saying, thank you, sir. Likita, thank you so much. Okay. So all the students who really participate are, it's really good. Sakshi, Satyam, Ankita, I forgot many names are there. Ananya, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Ananya. Lakshmi Singh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Lakshmi. Gauri Singh, thank you. So thank you, Gauri. Shubham is saying bye, sir. Bye, Shubham. Bye. See, I also must write bye to everyone. Enjoy your day. Okay, enjoy your day. We will meet in the next class. I must write. I must text to everyone. Everyone in the meeting. Bye, everyone. I don't know how to send emojis. Bye, everyone. I will see in the next class maybe. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your day. Shubham is Shubham. Enjoy your. Adarsh is saying you're super. You are super students. The students I'm just you know talking with are super students. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your day. Okay, students. So I think this text have gone to everyone, na? Because I've written to everyone. Yeah, it's good. Okay, students, thank you so much. No need to worry about the homework and all stuff. I will give you complete perfect notes, okay, before next session. You may read it, it's okay, but otherwise you have the notes at least, okay? You can scroll in Android or whatever thing, okay? So thank you so much. I'm ending the poll. Okay, students, I'm ending the poll. Yeah, that's good. So someone texted, bye sir. Yeah, bye everyone. Bye everyone. Lakshmi Singh, bye sir. Bye again. Bye Adarsh. Bye Shubham. Bye Om. Bye Ananya. Okay. Bye everyone. Bye Shubham. Bye Gauri. Bye. Okay. So these are the old chats. I am reading old chats again. Okay. Bye everyone. So is the time over? Is it 4:30? 2 minutes are remaining. So students who want to unmute your mic can participate in the session. If they ask, they want to ask something, you know, in the class, they can ask me some important things or like this. Otherwise, you can leave the session, okay, if you want. But don't panic and be nervous. Be comfortable, okay? So I'll end the session in 2 minutes. At 4:30, I will completely end the session. 13 students are remaining. Let me see who are the students. Let me stop sharing screen. Participants are, these are the participants. Okay. Tejas is there, Satyam is there, Rhythm is there, Pranavi is there. Okay. Bye everyone. Okay. So it's time to leave the session. You may go. If you don't have any doubt, it's 4:29, 4:30 I'm going to end it. Okay. Okay. Study well and be happy. Okay. No need to take tension. Just do chill and solve as much question you want to solve. If you don't want to solve, just at least read the concepts. I will give you the notes, well prepared notes. Okay. So I think I need to end it. Okay. Bye everyone. So bye everyone.